Have you ever wondered how engineers build roads that do not sink? I'm here to tell you that it all comes down to geotechnical testing. Geotechnical testing is a way to find out how strong and stable the soil and rock are. So it is simply a process of testing the soil and rock to determine their properties. This information is then used to design safe and reliable structures. In this video, I'm going to be telling you about the story of the road that couldn't or wouldn't sink. If you're interested in learning more about geotechnical testing and how it's used to build safe and reliable structures, stay tuned. Well, if you are new here, kindly please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So, once upon a time, there was a town that needed a new road. Now, the old road was narrow and curving, so it couldn't keep up with the increasing traffic. The town council needed to build a new road, but they knew that they needed to be careful this time around. The town was located in a muddy or a waterlogged area, and the soil was very soft. Now, the city council decided to hire a geotechnical engineer to test the soil and to also determine the best way to build the road. The engineer drilled boreholes into the ground and collected soil samples. He then tested the samples to determine the strength and compressibility of the soil. The engineer discovered that the soil was very soft and weak. He knew that if they built directly on the soil, it would sink. He then recommended the town to build a raised road with a layer of geotextile fabrics and gravel between the soil and the road. The geotextile fabric would prevent the gravel from sinking into the soil, and the gravel would provide a stable base for the road. The town council followed the engineer's specifications and built the road according to the engineer's specifications. The road was a success. It was wide and straight, and it could handle the increasing traffic without sinking. The story of the road that would not sink is the perfect example of how geotechnical testing can be used to design safe and reliable structures. By understanding the properties of soil, geotechnical engineers can design structures that can withstand the forces of nature and the loads that will be applied to them. Geotechnical testing is used to determine the following properties of soil and rock. Number 1 is strength, compressibility at number 2. Number 3 is mineralogy. Number 4 is the grain size distribution. And lastly, at number 5 is the permeability. The first step in geotechnical testing is to collect soil and rock samples from the construction site. This is done using a variety of methods, including the use of hand augers to collect shallow soil samples, boreholes to collect deeper soil samples, and cores to collect samples of rock. Once the samples have been collected, they are transported to the laboratory for testing. During laboratory analysis, there are a variety of laboratory tests that can be performed on the soil and rock samples. Some of the most common tests include grain size analysis, we have Atterberg limits, compaction, strength, and permeability tests. Once the lab tests have been completed, the tests are then interpreted by a geotechnical engineer. The engineer uses those results to know the properties or determine the properties of soil and rock at a particular construction site, just like in the previous story that we just gave at the beginning of the video. I would say that geotechnical testing is an important part of any construction project. By testing the soil and rock properties at the construction site, we can tell that the foundations and the structures will be safe and stable. So we have come this far. Congratulations. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you have questions about geotechnical testing, please share them in the comments below. And do not forget to subscribe to my channel. It's a motivation because it helps me create more videos like this that you like. So see you in the next video and stay safe, stay tuned.